today I'm filming one more haul video and then I should be done. I have a few other palettes coming in, so I'm going to do a hot new palettes video for you guys. So other than that, I just wanted to show you really quick some of the fun things I had picked up from the drugstore recently. So everything that I'm about to show you is super affordable, so if you've been looking for some new makeup, you might be interested in checking out this video. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start with is face wipes. These are the e.l.f. Hydrating water cleansing cloths. Now, I've told you guys many times before, I love anything with the word hydrating in front of it, so I picked these up. They're like $4 at Target, and they have the nice plastic closure so they never dry out. And I've tried the black ones before, and those are really good, so I think I'm going to enjoy these, so I'll keep you guys updated. And then I also picked up the Enlight Super Face Liquid Acids Detoxifying Platinum Peel Off Mask. This is a dupe for the Glam Glow Purple Mask, and so far I don't think it's as good as the Glam Glow, but this was also only $16 and the Glam Glow mask is like almost $70, so I'm going to play with this a little more and tell you guys what I think again, maybe in a favorites video. And then I want to show you guys some of the palettes I've picked up recently. Now, I had to get the Flower Beauty highlighting palette. This is blowing up on YouTube and on Instagram and stuff like that. Everyone is rushing to get this. This is a $12 highlighting palette, and there's 3 amazing shades. I don't know if you can see them, but these are buttery smooth. I am wearing one of the shades today. I think I'm wearing the champagne shade, but all these are really good. So if you're looking for an affordable highlighter, this is amazing. And this is Drew Barrymore's line, and you can find this at Walmart. Next palette I picked up is the Topaz palette by ColourPop. Now, I love ColourPop, and this was the first time I was actually disappointed by one of their products. They just started doing pressed powders, and my bronzer just like literally collapsed on me. So if you follow me on Instagram, I was doing like an Insta snap, and you saw me like swatching it and then the bronzer just cracking. So I was pretty upset, and this formula is very powdery. The bronzer kind of reminds me of the Lorac Pro Shadow formula. If you can see my palette, it's like covered in bronzer, so I have to be really careful when I use this. The highlight is packed much tighter, so it's not as soft as the bronzer is, but for 15 bucks, this was pretty disappointing. I'm really worried about ColourPop now because I've never had to worry about their quality, but with this palette, it was so disappointing. If you haven't picked this up yet, I would honestly pass because it's such a mess. It wasn't worth it. Then I picked up 2 blush palettes from the drugstore. This is the NYX blush palette. I honestly am not a huge fan of blush palettes. I don't know why. I don't think I'm going to keep this one, but everyone's been loving it. It's just that I'm never going to get through this palette, and I just can't justify keeping it. So if you're like a one palette kind of person, definitely go for this, but I don't like the pinky shades. If anything, I like the berry and like this orange shade, but really, I don't know, this was like a $20 palette, so to me, I can't justify keeping it. I do have the Maybelline Master palette. I have their contour palette, and I really like it, and this berry shade really like speaks to me. It's just like a purpley berry like blush, which I think is pretty unique for the drugstore, and it swatches really well as well. So I don't know, I'm in 2 minds about them. I don't really need either of them, but I thought they were really fun for the drugstore to come out with something different. So yeah, those are 2 really good options if you're looking for blush. And of course, I have to talk about my 2 favorites. Now, these I can justify for some reason, even though they cost as much as like one of these palettes do. I would rather have one blush that I really love versus having a whole palette sitting around. So these are the Flower Beauty Flower Pots Powder Blush. I have Warm Hibiscus and Sweet Pea, and these are so amazing. I'm wearing the shade Sweet Pea on my cheeks today. And then Warm Hibiscus has to be a drugstore dupe of NARS Orgasm. It has a beautiful peach shift to it, and I love the packaging. It almost looks like the Clinique, what are those blushes called? They're like called like Flower Pops or something close to a pop of flower concept. Very similar. Those ones, Cheek Pops, the Clinique Cheek Pops. They look a lot like the Clinique Cheek Pops, except they're bigger. These are about $8 at the drugstore, but honestly, I love these. So that's why I'm in 2 minds about keeping these 2, because I'd rather have 2 tiny blushes that I really like versus like 100 blushes that I'm never going to wear. You know what I mean? Is that bad? Like, I don't know. Okay, then 2 highlighters I've been loving, both affordable, both under $5. This is the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. And this is Kathleen Light's jam. She's been talking about this forever, and so I had to pick this up. I don't really like the natural highlights. I love like a BAM highlight, but I mean, for $5, can you blame anyone for wanting to try this highlighter? So far, I think it's a nice one for everyday wear, and if you're in like high school or college, or you just have a regular job that you have to go to, I think this is a good one for you. And then if you want to amp it up a little bit, the Wet n Wild Boozy Brunch. This thing, I was not expecting a whole lot, but honestly, Wet n Wild has stepped up. Like, 2017 is going to be the year for Wet n Wild. I think they have done such an amazing job. I love this highlight. I didn't think I was going to, especially with the name like Boozy Brunch. I was like, really? Like, that's tacky. So I wasn't expecting too much from these, but they're amazing. I don't think I'll get any of the other shades, but for my skin tone, this is bomb, and it's like $5.99, so you can't go wrong. Since I'm on the Wet n Wild train, I'm going to talk about their little powder that I picked up. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder in the shade Golden Tan. I use this in an easy everyday makeup tutorial. I can link that down below for you guys, but this is really smooth. Again, it's under $5, and you can't go wrong with a good powder from the drugstore. So love that. Also love their Photo Focus foundation that they just came out with. They have a ton of different shades. Again, this is like $6 or $5.99 or something like that. But this is honestly really good coverage. You can build this up. It's definitely like a medium to full. You can definitely build it up to full if you like that cake face. I don't mind, and it has a really nice little paddle. What do you want to call this? A paddle? Whatever. Applicator too, so I think they did a really good job for drugstore. It is hard to find. I found mine at CVS, but for shade matching purposes, I'm glad I was able to look at it in store. Then I also picked up this guy. This is the Give Me Mocha liquid lipstick, the Catsuit liquid lipsticks by Wet n Wild, and this is actually the shade I have on right now, and I am obsessed with this. Like, I saw a fully stocked display and I was like, I don't need any more liquid lipsticks. And then I was like, well, I'll just get one. I'll just try it out. And then I like fell in love. So I'm like crushing hard on this color. This is like a perfect rosy, you know, not too dark, but like great everyday color. It kind of reminds me of Kat Von D Lolita. And then of course I had to pick up more because I loved it. The shade Rebel Rose. I thought this was overhyped, and then I put it on yesterday, and it's actually really beautiful. It's the perfect everyday mauve pink shade, so that's lovely. Then I got the shade Missy and Fierce, which is a really pretty bright red. I haven't tried these out yet. And then I have Berry Recognize, which is like a fun berry shade. And then I got Video Vixen, which is a really dark red vampy shade. So what a great deal for $5. I mean, who can beat that price? And their unit cartons are the same as the Dose of Color unit cartons and the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks, which I think says a lot about how much those brands are overcharging us for products, because if Wet n Wild can put their product into the same container as a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick or a Dose of Colors liquid lipstick, that means the markup must be so high, because you can't tell me it costs that much to make liquid lipstick. Like, that's crazy. Something to think about. I don't know. You know, it is what it is. I love Jeffree Star's liquid lipsticks. I have quite a few of them, but will I buy more? I don't know. You know, these are just as good, if not better, and they're super comfortable. I've had this lip on all day, and I've only reapplied once to film, so take what you will of it. L'Oreal has been killing it for me for foundation. I'm actually wearing this one today. This is the Infallible Pro Glow up to 24-hour foundation. I just had to get my winter shade. This is Carmel Beige, which is $209, and then I've been loving this one too. I haven't seen a lot of positive reviews on this one, but I have dry skin and I love this. This is the Total Cover, also in the shade Caramel Beige, but this is $309. These are so good. I hate the Pro Matte formula, probably because I didn't get the shade Caramel Beige. I should double check. I don't like that formula. It doesn't stay on me. It's almost like it breaks up on me and moves around, which is super weird because it's a Pro Matte formula. But these two I love. So if you're looking for affordable foundations, look no further, girl. Look no further. These are amazing. This one I didn't like. This is actually going back. This is the Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation, and this is from Target. Kathleen Lights, again, recommended this, and so I had to try it out. I love the packaging. I was like, hey, I can get Sonia Kashuk online. Why not? Let me try it. Didn't love it. It just broke up and moved around my face a lot, and so it was not a favorite of mine, and this was not cheap. I think this was like $12.99 or something, which I don't know, that's not really very affordable for me. So I'm like, no thank you. So that's going back. And then I did pick up 2 eye products. I picked up the Big Shot mascara. I've actually had this for a long time, but I'm working on finishing off some other mascaras, so I haven't gotten around to breaking into this, but I do love all the Maybelline mascaras, so I'm expecting good things from this one. And then I tried the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. This is a dupe for like Gimme Brow by Benefit, except it's like way cheaper, so there are some fibers. It has a really weird paddle applicator with like spikies on it, so it's kind of interesting to maneuver through your brows. It's not my favorite brow product. I still love the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. That's like my favorite. It keeps my brows in place, but this is a good drugstore substitute, so if you're looking for something, definitely check it out. And then the last item I have to show you guys is this. This is the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. I picked this up on Target's website. Super hard to get a hold of because it sells out like every 5 seconds, but it's $9 and I thought I would try it out. Again, Kathleen Lights raved about this, so I was like, I gotta try it. I don't think it's the best setting spray in the world. I don't see a huge difference. I do still really like MAC Fix Plus. Even though that's not marketed as a setting spray, I think it does a really good job of like blending all my foundation and powders together. And I do think it makes my makeup look fresh and stuff like that. So yeah, but if you're looking for a drugstore alternate, this is a little bit cheaper. Otherwise, I would say go with something else. But yeah, it's always fun to try out new drugstore things. So I'm going to keep trying this. And if I love it, I'm sure you'll see it in a favorites video. Okay guys, so that is everything in my drugstore haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you have any products that you think I should try, just let me know as well, because I love finding good bargain products. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks for watching.